Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for your participation during the class. We started lesson on page number 82. As you know, that we have finished these first two paragraphs, in which we came to know about, as the title shows, censored days for handwritten email. Sorry, handwritten mail. Look, that even though now we're saying only a mail, I mean, it's not that trend. It's an old-fashioned thing. Now, even if you're trying to say, I mean, it's a general word is email. That E stands for electronic mail. Right? Here we've seen the first two paragraphs and see a little history of the postal services that started 4,500 years ago in Egypt. We've seen the modern uh, services started in 19th century in Europe, right? With the first adhesive postage stamp, I mean, issued in the Great Britain on 1st May 1840. Then we've seen a Jane, she is Jane Jones, right? She's a post woman that, I mean, earlier she was having a lot of mails, but nowadays that its job is in danger because she's getting only one or two parcels, the envelopes in a month, right? Why? Because the people have stopped handwritten letters. They are using technology, mobile phones, laptops to communicate, to correspond, actually, with their friends and family. So here we have seen until perhaps 10 years ago, Jane's motorbike would have been weighed down with hundreds of handwritten letters, greeting cards, and sometimes telegrams. But now paper communication has been decreased to perhaps two or three items a month only. Why? Because it's a digital age. People, they're using mobile phones, they're using internet-based messaging. So handwritten letters are now vanishing fast. I mean, disappearing fast. Nobody out of 10, only 1% they're using. So everyone working in the postal business agrees to that communication by writing is a skill of the past now. As a result, because the number of post offices is rapidly decreasing. Rapidly means swiftly, fastly, right? If there'll be no business, definitely you'll have to close your office, right? So the number of post offices rapidly decreasing. Why? Because of the handwritten letters. The number of letters are it's also decreasing. So there's a simply no longer need for a personal human contact service that post offices have provided for more than a century, such as waiting a small parcel or simply buying a stamp to put on handwritten letters. Fashion changes now, along with the technology, with the passage of time, the people have changed their way of living as well. So here we have to answer these two questions. Why has the number of handwritten letters decreased so much? What's the reason behind it? The reason behind the mobile phone and internet-based messaging have taken over. And what are the two examples of postal services? The waiting a small parcel or buying a stamp, adhesive stamp. These are the both services provided at the post offices, right? That from post office that you can buy the stamp, which you should have to paste on your envelope that if you want to send a letter to somewhere. The second thing that they will weight your post, the envelope or whatever you're trying to send, and then they will tell you the cost of it, right? The trend of falling paper communication is a global phenomena. Definitely, the paper communication, the people they are not relying on it, they're not using it because it's not convenient for them. And postal service worldwide are beginning to feel the heat. To feel the heat mean that I mean they're about to close their business. They're not in a good condition. So in 2015, worldwide letter post traffic was estimated at approximately 350 billion items per year. It's a total, I mean, estimate of the 2015, not now, that the people they were using this service, the 350 billion items per year. And there is a decrease now in 3.5% decrease at domestic level. Domestic in mean locally within the country, and 7% internationally. There's less use of the handwritten communication now. And however, at the same time, on the other hand, the weight of these items means which item these 350 billion items is increased 30%. Why? Because the people they are doing online shopping. It's very popular nowadays. People they're doing online shopping, so the postal services are providing them mm, the services, right? And furthermore, the number of people employed within the postal service all over the world held steady at around 5 million. So total number of employees is around 5 million people, right? Those who are working in this industry. So here we have two questions that which service decrease the most, letter sent abroad or letter sent within a country, letter sent abroad internationally. That service decreased by 7%. And why has buying things over the internet resulted in greater financial income for the postal services? Because of the weight, right? Because the previously the handwritten communication, the paper doesn't have much weight, but nowadays that the people have started using uh, the online shopping, so the weight increased. That's why uh, I mean their revenue also increased. So why the buying things over the internet results in a greater financial income? Because purchases need to be delivered by the postal services, right? All right. So this is what we finished today, the paragraph 3 and 4, and we will continue uh, further lesson in our next class, inshallah. That's it for today. Take care and thank you so much for joining the class.